Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. Are you excited? I love Pick a Stack Wednesday. So, hopefully, you've had an opportunity to check out the three different stacks and to think about what your issue or question or idea is. If you haven't had the opportunity to do that yet, why don't you stop the video, take a moment, think about what you need resolution with, and then start the video back up once you've selected which stack resonates with you. For those of you who are ready, welcome. And this is Barbara. And let's see what's happening here. We've got three different cards from three different decks. And then on top of that, we have a crystal. So we're going to start with stack number one. And stack number one has golden aura quartz for the crystal. So this is basically clear quartz that's electroplated with a gold titanium. So it's very powerful. And this crystal can help support you on the path to success and in obtaining wealth or increasing your assets. You may find it useful for realizing your dreams and helping you find your path. Everybody should have one of these, I think. You might also use it to enhance your relationships, assisting in cooperation and compassion, whether for work relationships, partnerships, or personal relationships. Golden aura quartz has the property of bringing or helping to create new value in something or someone. So if you are starting a new project or a new relationship, this stone brings the frequency of that new value, new creativity, or new path to it. And this crystal is like bringing a little piece of sunshine into your life. So if you chose stack number one, you get the golden aura quartz. It's very beautiful. It looks really good with my background with the planets, and we've got a selenite lamp, and we've got two dragons joining us. This one's Popsicle, and this is a shungite dragon that is available for purchase for adoption. So whoever adopts him gets to work with him on what his name is. But this one's my personal one. Her name's Popsicle. And then we've got this beautiful pyramid in the middle. All right, the first card is from the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. The information for all the decks is going to be in the description below the video. So if you are interested in purchasing a deck, you can always look at that information. You can always come into the shop too and see what decks we have. We have a pretty good selection of tarot decks and oracle decks. So the first card for you is the Hermit. Bring that a little bit closer. This is the Hermit, and the Hermit is the number 9 card. Now, in numerology, 9 is a completion number. It is the end of a cycle. So if you look at this Hermit, the Hermit here, yes, he's by himself, but he has the light. He is not in the darkness. Well, he is in the darkness, but he carries his own light. This one here looks like he's in Minnesota. So he's got some snow at his feet. But if you look, it's nighttime and he's in the dark, but he carries his own light. He knows that he is responsible for his light. He also has a walking stick, which can be used for many different things. If you think about using it physically to climb a mountain, climbing a mountain is like your path, if it's a project you're working on or something at work, it can be very similar to climbing a mountain. It can also be used as a weapon if he needs it. There's stick fighting. He can use it for a whole bunch of different things. So it's a tool. He's got the light as a tool, and he's got his walking stick as a tool. So he's not alone. He may be alone in the picture, but he's not alone. He's got everything he needs. And really, he's got all the beings that are out here. Okay, so he's got his higher dimensional beings with him. For you, that can be your spirit guides and guardians, angels, archangels, ascended masters. So those beings that are in higher dimensions. So he may seem like he's alone in this 3D reality, but he's not. And he's got that light, and that is really important. He's got the light. So to me, this card makes me feel like we have the light wherever we go. It's funny because I had to have this selenite lamp here too. But we have the light everywhere we go, everywhere. No matter what's going on in our lives, we have the light. So we have to remember that. If you feel like you're in the dark right now, if you feel like you don't know how to make a decision or you're looking for a sign, here's your sign. And it's so funny because I chose stack number 1. As I'm talking, I'm thinking about the issue that I had a question about, and it's just lining up perfectly. So this is funny. So we have this light. We have the tools that we need. And even though it feels like we're alone, we're not. Okay? Because we don't see who's here and who's here. But I just feel like I'm supposed to tell everybody, you're not alone, even if you feel like you are. Your second card is from the Celtic Dragon deck. Can you see that? So this is the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is also like the Knight of Fire. This knight is the one that he's all about action. So the Knight of Pentacles is the slow knight. He's usually sitting on a horse that's not moving, or a dragon that's not moving in this deck. But this one, this dragon, you know, you can tell he's moving fast because there's like this little comet tail behind him, and he's going up. So wherever he's going, he's rising, and he's going fast. So whatever's happening in your life or going to happen in your life, it's going to happen quickly, and you're moving up, and you've already got the light, remember, because the Hermit has the light. And if you look, I would say that's the moon. So again, there's the light. So whatever we're doing, even though it seems like it's dark right now, the light is there, and we're headed towards that, and we're going fast. It may not seem fast today, but I want you to think about where you were a month ago or a year ago or 5 years ago. And we don't realize how quickly things go until we look back and go, holy crap, wow, yeah, I have gotten a lot farther down my path in the last year. So I feel like I'm supposed to say that you're on the right path. You are making the right decision. So whatever it is, the idea or the question, you already know the answer, but this is the affirmation, and it's with the light. And you're rising up. Okay, the third card is from the Magical Menagerie, and it is the snake. So, animal spirit guide. And in this deck, the snake represents all 4 elements of fire, earth, water, and air. And I'm going to read from the book on snake so we get exactly the right meaning. So the snake is all about energy and passion and initiation. And that's what this knight is too. Okay, so this snake is an affirmation of the knight. The pace is all about the efficient use of resources, energy reserves. So it's our energy, not like, gasoline or anything like that. It's our energy. And if you think about this, what does the snake do? There's times when the snake sleeps. It conserves its energy, and there's times when it's slithering around doing whatever he's doing, and he has that goal in mind of eating or whatever. So taking care of the resources is important for the snake. And this snake, so out of the book it says, this is the animal most directly associated with fire. I'm going to just keep holding that up for you. Consequently, snake represents energy and virility and passion. Snake is associated with charisma, seduction, and procreation. As well as generation, snake also represents transformation and regeneration. Snake can represent transformation, as well as ambition, new beginnings, change, and healing. Snakes are valued as effective guardians of treasures, just like dragons. These treasures may be esoteric in nature, and snake is a symbol of initiation into this world of occult knowledge. Snake can vigorously overcome obstacles, doing so decisively and with lightning speed. So, if we look at all three cards together, we've got coming out of the darkness and holding our own light, moving quickly towards the light on the right path. And by the way, the fact that we're a knight and we are on our charging steed, in this case a dragon, shows that we're not really alone also. Like this might represent but doesn't. And then we've got this, which is all about the speed, so that reinforces this card. So whatever issue you're having, whatever idea you have, whatever question, you're on the right path. If you're in the dark or feeling alone, you're not really. It just seems like it. And maybe you're in the dark and feeling alone because you need to find the light that you're holding. Because everybody does have the light. So figure out where your light is. It's not external to you. It's actually a part of you. Okay? Find that light and go towards it. And just know that you're on the right path. Once you start heading towards the light, there's no wrong moves. If you make a left-hand turn instead of a right, the universe will help you. You'll just go around the block again, but you'll end up back on the right path as long as you keep heading towards the light. So I hope this helps you. And remember, you can always use that golden aura quartz to help you as well, because that was all about helping you with your path. So that is stack number 1. Stack number 2, for those of you who chose that one, has this beautiful stone. It's really smooth. This is known as green garnet. It's also known as Grossularite. I'm going to read about the Grossularite for you. It's an excellent stone for maintaining your divine health. Used for gentle spiritual healing, it can offer comfort and warmth to soothe the heart as well as strengthening it on a physical level. Green is the heart chakra, so that makes sense. It can help increase the flow of energy and chi throughout all the meridians and stimulate kidney energy and the immune system, including the pituitary and thyroid functions. Grossularite can aid you in bringing in positive thoughts, including the manifestation of your dreams. Thus, it can help with boosting your self-confidence and success in your life. It can also be used as a gentle pain reliever and even treat eye-related issues. So that's Grossularite. I'm going to set that right there. And if you chose stack number 2, let's start with your first card. This is from the Rider-Waite deck. And it is the 3 of Wands. I'll give you a nice look at that. The Rider-Waite deck is the standard deck that a lot of people start with. So wands are fire. And this person is standing on a hill and they're looking out over the water. Even though it's yellow, it is water. There's 3 boats on the water. And they have these 3 wands. Now, 3 is a divine number. It can be seen as the Holy Trinity. It could be the base of a tetrahedron. It could also be one too many in a relationship. So if you chose this stack and you have something that has to do with relationships, there might be something going on behind the scenes that you're not aware of, because as you see in the picture, he's got his hand on one wand, but these other 2 are behind him. So whatever's going on in your life, if you were thinking relationships or even something with your job, there's something going on behind your back. And I'm saying possibly, okay? This is a general reading, so it's not for everybody. But there might be something going on behind your back. This does not mean that you need to start accusing everybody of everything. But just there might be something going on. If that was your question, then this might be an affirmation. Also, you know, one of the things I find interesting is how are these other 2 standing by themselves? He's holding this one. So these 2 are standing by themselves, and they're also separate. These 2 are together, and these 2 are separate, and he's in between. So what's going on there? So this card can be seen as something very positive. Like, hey, I've got my wands. I'm looking out over the water. I'm looking out at these boats. Water is all about emotion. But it could also be something's going on behind the scenes. Okay. The next card is from the Celtic Dragon deck. This is the Emperor card. This is Major Arcana. The Emperor card sometimes can be seen as a fire sign like an Aries. The Emperor, if you notice, he's sitting back there with the kids in the foreground and they're playing with the little baby dragons. And he's sitting back there with the big Papa Dragon. And he's pretty confident. He knows he's got everything. He's got everything. So, you know, when I look at this, especially after that other card, I think, okay, there's 3 people in here, but it's like the Emperor and 2 children. So where's Mom? I don't know. It's an interesting thought. So he may seem like he has everything, but there's something missing. The Emperor is not the one that gets things done. That's usually the Queen or below. The Queen is like the stage manager or director, and then the ones below are the doers. The Emperor is the one that he's the one that signs papers and he can make decisions, but he's not going to actually do it. But this is a very powerful card. It's also the 4 card. 4 is stability, and it's a good foundation. So you go from this 3 card to this 4 card, total difference here. Okay, so let's see what the next card holds for you. The next card is from the Magical Menagerie, and it is the Wren. And the Wren represents air, earth, water, and fire, in that order. So I'm going to read from the book about the Wren. Let's see what it says. The Wren is all about resourcefulness, wit, and confidence. The pace of change with the Wren is very gradual. The Wren uses cautious optimism. And the Wren is all about confidence. The Wren is a creature that features prominently in Celtic myth, having a close connection to the Druids and to their god Bran. The story of how Wren rode on eagle's back to the greatest height and then flew higher still to become the greatest of birds is a tale told by the Native Americans as well as the Celts. This story illustrates Wren's cleverness and resourcefulness as well as demonstrating a wry sense of humor. Wren is subtle and gentle for the most part, but can be fearless in defense. Such confidence and boldness is so unexpected in such a small bird that it takes aggressors by surprise. Wren is a loud, cheerful bird that wants to live life to the fullest. Wren also has a reputation for being a messenger from the gods and for prophecy, hence the connection with their god Bran. So you've got confidence here, and you've got the wands, and you've got the Emperor who's pretty confident. Now, one of the things that I was feeling while I was reading about the Wren is, you know, there might be something going on behind your back, but also you might be doing something behind somebody's back, right? Because you're confident. If this is you, if you're the Emperor and the Wren and you have all this confidence, are you doing something behind somebody's back? So there's strength here. There's confidence. You know, the tail of the Wren being on the eagle's back, in other words, riding somebody else's mission. And then when the eagle flew as high as he could, then the Wren took off and flew even higher. You know, he cheated in effect, right? I mean, it's okay, but he didn't get that high all by himself. So part of it could be that, you know, you're having someone else help you, but just watch your back. Okay? So this is a really interesting combination of 3 cards. It just kind of makes me go, what's really going on with you if you chose this one? So I feel like I should say, just be careful whatever you're doing. Watch your back and watch what you're doing. Okay? And you had that Grossularite, which is all about spiritual healing. So whatever's going on in your life, you could probably use something like that too. So that's stack number 2. Very interesting. So if you chose stack number 2 and you got those cards and that resonates with you, you know, one of the things you can do is always ask for help. That's never a wrong answer. Okay? If you chose stack number 3, your crystal is Axinite. It's a really pretty brown, very smooth, almost iridescent. So Axinite has been used to treat muscular disorders associated with spinal pain and can assist the physical body during healing, helping to align the physical body with the spiritual body. Axinite can stimulate the root chakra and the third eye chakra. So the root chakra is at the base, and the third eye is in your forehead, basically. It can help ground one's physical energies while expanding one's consciousness. It can help open communication with the Akashic records. That's where all information is stored for all of us. And with past life energies, assisting in the exploration of one's soul and life purpose. Axinite is an excellent meditative tool, helping to explore the possibilities of astral travel and experiencing past life memories. Okay, so that's Axinite. If you chose stack number 3, let's start with your first card. This is from the Rider-Waite deck, and it is the Ace of Cups. So I want you to look at this. Who's holding that cup? It's not you. This is divine intervention. Now, the aces are all about new beginnings. The cups are all about emotion. And the Ace of Cups, if you look at this, this is the divine coming in and handing you something for your new beginning. It can be a message. It could be somebody showing up. It could be money coming your way. This is a golden cup. Whatever it is, it's going to make you happy, because cups are all about emotion. And nothing about this picture feels sad. You're being given something from the divine. So whatever your idea, your issue, or your question is, either you've already been given the answer or you're going to be given the answer, and it is divine. And this is something that you don't turn away. You do not turn away from this. This is your divine life's purpose, your divine path, gifts from the divine. This is like really good stuff here. So if you chose stack number 3, you're already off to a very good start. Know that this is divine. Okay? Excuse me. The second card is from the Celtic Dragon deck. And this is the Six of Wands. Now, wands are fire. And if you look, you've got all these wands in this kettle down here. You've got, it looks like the moon in the background. It could be the sun, but I think that's the moon. And you've got all these little dragons around. And she's just absolutely glowing. So, starting with this, you've got divine intervention. You've got gifts from the divine. And here she's got light, 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 light. Hello, there's more divine. This is just an affirmation that you're on your divine life purpose, mission, plan, path. I mean, if you look at, is she working very hard? No, she's not. You know why? Because she knows that what she's working on, what she's working towards, is divine. We don't have to work hard if the divine is assisting us. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. We don't have to work 9 to 5 or 9 to 9. We just have to have faith that the divine is going to provide for us whatever it is we need for that divine path. We've already been given it. We just haven't reached that moment in time yet. So divine life purpose right here. This is a total affirmation of this card. Look at all these little messengers she's got. The divine sent these little dragons in to say, hey, we got your back, we got your front, we got your left, we got your right, we got your top, and we got your bottom. And here's all the tools that you need. You got it. So how could stack number 3 get even better? Let's find out. I did not choose stack number 3. I kind of wish I had. So stack number 3, the third card is from the Magical Menagerie Oracle deck, and it is the bear. Rawr. So let's see what the book says about the bear. I always think of the bear as introspective because he goes in the cave in the winter. This deck says introspection, but it also says protection and strength. I mean, look at that. That is a strong bear. They can be very slow to start, but they can become active very quickly. And their vigilance is what helps protect them and helps them protect others. They're vigilant. So bear represents protection, particularly of a mother for her cubs. It could also be a father. It doesn't have to be a maternal person. The energy can go either way. There is no more fierce defender of the weak and the needy than the bear. The bear is strength and courage in the face of threats and the sure sense of prevailing against all odds. Bear commands respect for this. Bear is patient, alert, and watchful. Thus, bear also refers to self-analysis and inner awareness, to connection with self. In this sense, bear can refer to self-discovery through introspection, dreams, and sensitive use of intuition. So you've got the divine giving you a gift, a message, help with your path. You've got the 6 of Wands giving the affirmation that you're on the right path and that the divine is going to provide for you. And you just have to be vigilant like the bear. Pay attention. Pay attention so that when this gift comes in or this message comes in, that you're aware of it. And the bear may be slow to start, so that message or gift might not be coming today. But when it does come, you're going to jump to action. It's going to just, you're not even going to know. All of a sudden, it's like, boom, there it is. And you're going to know exactly what to do. But just know this is divine. This is like amazing. These are 3 very beautiful, amazing cards. So if you chose stack number 3, wow, congratulations. Divine life path. You're strong, you're vigilant, and you've got all these gifts. And you've got the Axinite, which talks about aligning the physical energies with basically the metaphysical energies. It's all about balancing 3D reality with the higher reality. And the higher reality is where you're going to get these divine messages and gifts from. So sweet. So if you chose stack number 3, that is your reading. Thank you for joining me, everyone. If you are interested in a personal private reading, you can always contact me. come into the shop, message, text, call, send up smoke signals, whatever works for you. Otherwise, I hope you have a blessed day, and just take care of yourselves. And you'll be seeing me next week. So thank you for joining. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Namaste.